sucks. Diet culture had me stuck in a cycle of deprivation and reward, had me stuck in a cycle of what is the number that I need in order to be happy. And I don't want anybody to ever have to go through that. So today I'm going to talk to you again about weight loss versus whole body health. So I don't want you guys, I know you're going to be surprised, but I don't want you to set goals about how many pounds am I going to lose anymore, because life has so much more to offer you than the outside and the micromanagement of the scale. So much more to offer you. And with summer coming up, I want you to get out of that kind of thinking where I need to lose 5 pounds in order to look good in my bathing suit. You know, are we going to the pool? I don't know. But whatever, it's not about that, right? Because that kind of thinking can keep you from actually achieving your goals. I do want this to be as interactive as possible, even for the replay. So go ahead and let me know you're here. Lisa, I know you're here. That's awesome. And let me know how many times, if you can count, that you have set a weight loss goal using a number. How many times? If it's more than you can count, I want to hear about it. I want to hear that it's more times than you can count. Or let me know, how many times you've tried it. Like, every couple years, do you do it? Do you do it every week? Are you the kind of person you're like this week and every week you set yourself up for failure or excitement? Right? I want to know about that because I used to be there. So if you're doing that, it's okay to know that you don't have to do that in order to feel good and empowered and strong in your body. And the way that I'm going to convince you of that, Lisa said probably 45 times. Yeah, absolutely. I've probably set a number for weight loss at least 45 times myself. And each time I tried something different, and each time I ended up failing because I was really only failing myself. And what we want to feel is empowered in our bodies in the way we feel and the systems working in our bodies so we can feel our best where we do the work anyway, regardless of how much weight you've put on. Okay. So, yeah, Lisa said she's reached her goal weight many times and usually gained most of it back. Yep, me too. Absolutely. Except for this time. And that's because I embrace whole body health. So this kind of perspective is going to free you from that cycle, Lisa, and anybody else who is watching. I want to free you from the cycle of putting it back on and the constructs that the idea of weight loss holds inside your energetic body. As you guys know, I'm a health coach. I'm a certified health coach and an energy kinesiologist. I work with energy in the body. I work with thoughts in the mind, pain, stress in the body, as well as coach people to their goals. So this is really my area of expertise, and I'm super excited to share all of this with you today. This topic is really important to me because the idea of losing 5 pounds is what I need in order to be happy is ridiculous and is unrelated to other important things in my life. That idea competed for attention in my mind for years and years and years as I fluctuated up to 40 pounds from what I consider to be my ideal body. And I don't even know what I weigh today. Okay. Because I don't step on the scale and do that anymore. But the important thing is that when something like that is competing for your attention, when even the act of 5 minutes of taking a step on the scale and see if you were successful today or if you let yourself down is taking up mental and emotional space that could be used to do other things that are more important and more productive and more special in your life overall, right? So it ends up leading you to obsession and suffering and ultimately failure, right? Lisa, and I'm sure many other people can agree that when you step on the scale and that happens 45 times or however many times it is and you put the weight back on, you just feel like a failure. It's like, why even try anymore? This is ridiculous, right? So I want you to know in the comments if this is inspiring to you and you're listening, if you're going to stick around for the next 15 or 20 minutes so that I can give you the free resource to help free your mind from the constructs of dieting mentality and give you guys the webinar link so that you can join me next Friday. So let me know, even on the replay, if you're going to hang around for the rest of this because I have some special things in store for you. And if you're watching this on Instagram, all of the special gifts that I'm giving are only available to my exclusive Facebook group. that is called The Energetic Way to Weight Loss, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. You can look us up there, but it's only exclusively for people in that group. So now, the difference, weight loss versus whole body health. There are three main differences that I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to break it down for you right now. Number one, weight loss is arbitrary, whereas whole body health is specific to the individual, right? So think about it. What this means is that what the scale is telling you is an arbitrary number that you came up with, maybe based on a BMI thing, or maybe like a Weight Watchers list or something like that, or maybe a friend who has your same height. That's arbitrary. You're just saying, oh, this number sounds good to me. This number I think is the number that I wore my wedding dress on my wedding day, or this is the number I was when I was 18 years old. You're just picking an arbitrary number that probably, number one, is not realistic because you don't have the same body that you had before. And number two, isn't looking into the future of what you could be and who you could be and the possibilities of the person that you can become. Not the weight you can become, but the person that you can become, right? Because whole body health is specific to the individual, who you are right now in this moment, not who you were when you were 18 years old, not who you were when you got married, not who you were before you had kids. It is specific to the individual right now. Yesterday, when I was looking at the poll that you guys filled out in The Energetic Way to Weight Loss about weighing yourself, Elizabeth shared that when she steps on the scale, she knows something is off. She's either looking for a reward, ooh, I lost a couple pounds, or defeat. Oh, I knew it. I am such a jerk. I put on those pounds. Freaking knew it, man. Right? And we beat ourselves up over it. Think about the mental energy and space it takes in order to create that story and then to decide that you are taking action based on that number. I did that too. All of my decisions would be based on that number. If I lost weight, awesome, I feel really good, I'll keep going. Or I attained my goal, great, I can relax and do whatever the hell I want to do now, right? But why is that number what's going to tell us what to do? Why is it that number? Why isn't it that, oh, I had too many pancakes this morning, I feel a little full, so I'm going to eat less for lunch today? Or maybe pancakes is just like my downfall and I need to stop eating them for a little while. Or maybe the ingredients in the pancakes that I'm eating are causing me to overeat and eat too much, and so I need to change the ingredients in my pancakes. These are the things you can think about yourself because you know when something's wrong. Your thoughts tell you when something's wrong. You get pain signals in your body. You feel larger. You feel like your body is overflowing your pants in an uncomfortable way. You know when that feels that way, right? And then you use the scale to tell you that something is wrong, even though you knew it was wrong in the first place, right? Because you gave yourself an arbitrary number to reach towards, and if you don't get to that, then you feel like an asshole. You already feel bad. Why make it worse? And on top of it, if you're feeling really good and you step on the scale and then it doesn't show what you wanted, you're like, God, I've been doing everything, right? Why isn't it good enough for you to be doing all the things to feel good in your body? Good enough. Why does that number mean so much to us when the thoughts in our heads are telling us something is off? My job is to help you understand what those thoughts mean and how you can make meaning out of them for your body, right? Not to tell you that you did a good job when you lost 5 pounds. That's crazy. That's setting you up for failure. And that's not setting you up for the body that you have today, right? So I've been scale free for over a year now. And I can tell you that I value my choices on how I feel, and I make adjustments accordingly. And yeah, sometimes I eat too much cake or whatever, and I feel bad. That doesn't mean I need to step on a scale and say I feel bad and I'm a jerk, right? I feel bad. I had too much sugar. So tomorrow I'm going to have a nice salad and eggs for breakfast and maybe some broth for lunch. And then for dinner, I'll have a nice protein and a side of vegetables, right? You guys know this stuff. It's inside of you. We don't need the scale. So big difference between weight loss and whole body health is the number versus the way you feel on the inside, okay? Second thing, weight loss doesn't set the stakes high enough. It's not that important. If it was, then you would keep it at the number that you said so, right? Unless you know what's going on with your whole body system on the inside and the other symptoms that you're going through, you aren't motivated for real change. Because when I was frustrated with my weight, all of that time I spent trying to micromanage and to feel better and be like, I feel fat today, I took it out on my kids. I really did. I didn't feel good about myself. I felt angry all the time, and I was micromanaging everything to try to get it off. I was trying keto. I was in like gastro pain, and I'm like, no, I must delay breakfast and eat fat only, right? Because I was subscribing to some kind of program that I thought would help me lose weight. Guys, I was such a moody person. It was not right for me. So one day I said, I'm going to use the way I act with my kids as a way to get healthy, because that's important enough, right? If you're watching and you're a parent, then you know how important it is for you to show up and what the guilt feels like when you feel like you're really moody and you're flying off the handle and you want to be able to have the energy to deal today. That to me is important enough, not that number on the scale. So what does it mean then if I make a deliberate connection between the way I want to feel in my life and the foods and thoughts and actions I take, is that I'm putting that idea of a number to the side and I'm getting real and honest about real change and transformation in my life, right? Because as a mother, an entrepreneur, and a health advocate for my community, the foods and lifestyle behaviors that I choose need to serve me all of the time. And I need to be introspective and real about that. Because if I don't do that, I'm going to be off. My whole energy system is going to be off. And it takes some investigating, but it does mean, number one, and I know you guys can relate to this, I have to sleep well. I have to. If I don't sleep well, everything's off. My hormones, my mood, my metabolism, I eat like crap, and then I don't show up the next day to do what I need to do, right? I can't have coffee after 2 p.m. Some people can drink coffee maybe till 4, but I can't have it after 2, sometimes 12. I work out every day. I do 20 minutes of exercise at least every day so I can de-stress, because I have to show up. Not because I want to lose weight or because I want to maintain my weight, because if I want to show up with my kids and in work, I need to work out to de-stress. And if you haven't experienced the magic of movement in your life in order to de-stress, please reach out to me. Number one, we're going to have a Couch to 5K in this group, and you'll have an opportunity to do that in a very supported group for free. And number two, if you are stuck in what movement is right for you, I can help you with that. So movement is really important. I don't pick up my phone first thing in the morning and fill my brain with other people's thoughts. I actually pick up a journal first. And finally, I rely on predominantly whole, unprocessed foods to get the nutrients I need in order to be the person that I want to be. Otherwise, I'm sluggish, I feel like crap, and I don't show up, right? Do I enjoy other foods that, we call treats, like chocolate and cookies and cakes and bread and sourdough bread? Sure, like sometimes, but most of the time, if I need to show up, once I got my body in energetic balance with the right foods and behaviors, now I can enjoy those things and they don't throw me off so much that I feel horrible. And I'm not using the scale with a weight loss mentality in order to tell myself if I should be happy with myself or not. I get to be happy eating whatever I want because the scale's not going to tell me that I'm a jerk for doing it. I'm just going to decide, well, that was enough for me and I get to move on, right? When it's about the weight and the weight alone, the stakes aren't high enough, guys. You can always lose a few pounds by doing some crazy cleanse, but you can't always show up in your life by making the choices necessary to feel good. When it's about your pants, you can always put your yoga pants back on. When it's about the mirror, the stakes aren't high enough. You can ignore it and tear yourself apart in some way that you believe is a solution over and over again. Because there are other things you can do in order to ignore the weight loss part, but you can't do anything to ignore the way that you feel and show up in your life. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and adopt that kind of mindset where it's like, how am I going to show up today? And how do I need to eat? How do I need to think? And how do I need to live? What do I need to do with my body in order to feel good? Because when foods aren't serving you and your lifestyle choices aren't serving you, that's when you feel guilty and shameful, right? When you're bored and you make choices that you don't like. So don't go and change and start trying to be like, well, I have to lose weight to have all those things. No, I don't want to feel guilty and shameful, so I'm not going to pick up that thing right now because it's not the right time to eat it. I'm really super bored right now, so I'm going to find something productive to do with my time. This is about your life, right? So you can see that most of these things aren't just about losing weight. They're about showing up. Because when my thought forms an energy in my mind and tells my body what to do, I have a choice. I can either make it about how my exterior looks, or I can make it about what I'm going to choose in the inside so I can make changes for my life. And that leads me to the third thing, which is that weight loss is external, whereas the whole body health is internal. Never do something for vanity. Weight loss is external, but the question is, what is going on the inside of my body that is so messed up that I am choosing to focus on the outside and say, I need to lose weight to fix that? There are 5 causes of weight gain that most people haven't addressed yet. And they're not the calories, and it's not the measurement on the outside or the way that you look. It's the energy on the inside. And this is where my work as an energy kinesiologist comes into play. I've pinpointed for my clients 5 specific things that need to come into balance in order for weight loss to feel healthy, natural, sustainable, and for your life. And it's a whole body health approach. I'm going to share with you details about this in my webinar next week, so you can join me then, but I'll share with you what the 5 things are. The first one is your mood. You have to balance your mood. And there are lifestyle and food choices that I'm going to share with you next week in my webinar that are going to help you balance your mood so you can show up. Who wants to lose weight when they're in a crappy mood? Actually, that's probably all you want to do, right? You're like, oh, I got to lose weight, I'm in a crappy mood. No, you need to fix your mood so that you feel willing and able and comfortable and happy enough in your life to do the work necessary for whatever it is that you want on the outside. The second thing is digestion. Most people fail to look at how their digestive system is working. It's really important for your digestion, which not only includes bloating, gas, and uncomfortable things like that, but also includes brain fog, depression, and anxiety. 90% of your serotonin is made in your gut. So if we don't get that right, then the other part isn't going to be sustainable or feel good. It's not going to be worth it, right? Tell me, wouldn't it be worth it for you to be in the best mood of your life and to have good digestion? I mean, those 2 things right there, if you can get those 2 things on board, the rest of it's easy. The third thing is your focus. What are you focusing on? What is your ability to focus? Are you all over the place, or are you setting intention in your life? Right? So many of us are like not only focusing on the outside of our bodies or how much weight we want to lose, but also our jobs, our work, our kids, and all of these other important things. We can bring focus to what's most important in order to do the work necessary. Number 4, this is a really common pain point, energy levels, right? You could lose all the weight in the world and still feel like you don't have enough energy. And then what happens? I'm too tired to work out today. I'm too tired to cook today. I'm too tired to make those choices today. I'm so tired, I need a cup of coffee. I'm so tired, I have to have something sugary. Those are the stories we tell ourselves when your energetic imbalance for your energy levels is not right. And I have the solution for that. Again, I'm going to tell you about it next week in my webinar, but these are the things I need you guys to focus on instead. And then the last thing is conscious awareness, right? Bringing conscious awareness to the choices you're making. When all those other 4 things are in energetic balance, making conscious choices is easy and seamless. When they're not in balance, suddenly you realize, oh my God, I just ate that entire bag of whatever. Or, oh man, I really only plan on having 1 glass of wine, but I had 5 and I feel like hell this morning, right? When you balance all of those things, conscious awareness of the things that you're putting in your body and the actions you're taking is seamless. And that is where weight loss comes. Not at the beginning when you set a weight loss goal and you step on the scale and you give yourself a hard time about whether or not you've lost weight this week, but when your mood, your digestion, your focus, your energy levels lead you to making conscious choices in your life over and over again that make you happy on the goal that's worth it to you.